God, that's loud. Oh, I have a 44 volume in my headset. Jeez. Wonder it's so loud. For me, at least. Okay. I have no idea, lady. Good to know, Ada. Okay, so I came here earlier today, hoping to do some inventory management, swap this guy out for Codsworth, and I was trying to talk to him. And then Kiri and Ada both showed up and interrupted my conversation. That's still really loud. They both showed up and interrupted my conversation, just like, yo, what's up? We're talking now. And the conversation for him just straight ended mid-dialogue. I was what? What were you saying? Codsworth, my man. You look so weird, but
Please do.
let's do it, man.
If you fail in this assignment, Codsworth, I will personally make sure that you are dismantled and then melted down.
You have nothing to fear, Mr. Rex. I am well
Mr. Rex, oh jeez. Alright, we're sending you to Red Rocket. Alright. Yep, I see. Yes, that's my face. I am aware. Thank you, game. Codsworth, you're not just stuck there, are you? No, okay. Alright, so, today, finally, we're going, oh god, we have a lot of stuff on here. I want to do some DLC. I want to do DLC. I think that's not one. That's not one. That's not. Well, actually, I think Vault 88 might be a DLC. I'm not sure. The Mechanist layer, which I should take Ada for actually, if I could still install this to somebody else. I can. Alright, yeah, I should take Ada because it is her DLC mission. So I'm gonna go ahead and swap. Gonna mess around with her. Wow, this game can get loud. Okay. Head. Assaultron head. Can I give you a better head? Sentry head. Assaultron head laser adds head laser attack. I mean, I don't see a reason not to. I am basically out of ceramic. Are you serious? How am I out of ceramic? Of all things. Armor. Okay. Alright. 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 How lovely, Cosworth. That's actually surprisingly good whistling right there, considering usually if somebody whistles into a microphone, it sounds terrible. Oh my god. Ignore the naked people on the way to Sanctuary. The one dead person and also the other also dead but also naked person. Oh, I should take Strong on some missions. Give him a minigun. Oh, that could be fun. I need to work out more apparently. Oh, come on, where's my general store person? Not you, not you. Vault Tech rep, I think?
You looking to trade?
My Vault Tech rep. You might be in the dorms.
But even the hard days get easier.
He is not in the dorms. Where is Vault Tech rep?
Huh?
Dude, put on a shirt. Let's make sure I don't have any radiation.
Good to see you again.
Okay,
You
your
in a
armor.
trading mood?
Yeah, you're the armorer. Where is my full tech rep? Where are all my people at in general? What the? Where could they be? There's not many things to do here. Or many places to go. Anybody in here? No. Every time I look at that, it just, I guess when I look away, it despawns it from the world. When I look back, it respawns it in the world. I feel like I remember seeing that before. It's just always interesting to find that out again. Oh, there's my people. Where were you before? All right. Vault
Tell
Tech
you
rep.
what, since we talked, I'm feeling swell. Look at the two of us here in Sanctuary, prepared for the future.
Oh, that
Hey, now that you're
being
back here in
texted.
Sanctuary, how would you like a job?
They didn't tell me much. Vault
I
Tech,
already gave him the
just to
job.
make sure everyone filled out their
Okay.
forms. I
That's,
was
that's not
supposed
even
to
answering the
wrap up at
question. Come on, man.
6 o'clock.
That's why I don't like talking to this guy.
What have you got to trade today?
Okay, so I am looking. Excuse me? Okay. I am looking for your shipment. Do you have shipment of ceramic? You do. Only 420. Oh, forgot about that. I should probably put that away. Actually, oh wait, no, that's plasma. Ooh, I need to modify that actually. Do I not have anything to sell? I do not. Huh, interesting. Alright, I'm fine with this.
You know, things are looking up.
How much inventory space do I have right now?
I can
I
feel
should
it.
modify that. Put the other one, dismantle the other one now, actually. So I'm not looking so great on inventory space. Better burning damage, more ammo capacity, better range, improved damage, superior damage, improved ammo. Superior damage, improved ammo. Okay. Any materials that will make me lacking? Ooh, I need more aluminum. I don't want the automatic barrel, I will say that. I don't like automatic weapons, and I get bonus with single shot weapons anyway, so. And that will give me a lot more damage right there. Don't mind less range though somehow. A lot less range. What's this, like a rapid fire range weapon? Rapid fire sniper basically? No thank you. I deal with that sometimes in the Borderlands 3. Excellent weapon, very powerful, but I don't like how it's rapid fire, and you also have to charge it up before it starts firing out as well. So, sighted accuracy. I I think I'm fine with standard on that, or just go for more weight. Cause that's one's for scopes. It's kind of more my close range energy weapon. I'll go with comfort
Try to
grip.
make myself useful. No one wants to
Wait a
see
minute, didn't I?
a grown man feeling sorry for himself. Huh.
Oh, standard stock improves damage as well, apparently. It doubles the damage somehow. Okay, fine. That's how it's gonna be. Fine. I'll add a. I'll add a. There's reflex sight. That's what I'm looking for. Alright, and I will go ahead and scrap something. Plasma pistol. Alright, and that goes on hotkey 10, I believe. No, I did not want to drop it. And I don't want the game to lag. That was weird. The game almost never lags. One of the few issues that isn't there. Oh no, it goes on hotkey 7. Right, because I moved to Gauss Rifle 10 because I kept pulling it up by accident, thinking it was the plasma pistol. Okay. Now I need to move some inventory. I don't need the Mentats, don't need the Dictol or the Buff Out. Everything else looks fine. That looks fine. Collect my caps. Do I have any meals to cook? Nope. Alright. Back to working on Ada.
This is all much more exciting than domestic life, I assure you.
Ah, yes, Codsworth. Much more exciting than sitting around and playing video games all day. Yeah, I figured Strong was a good choice for a caravan back and forth. If there's any raiders who somehow got past all my heroes at Red Rocket, they see Strong will see him on the path and he'll just punch him into oblivion. So yeah, he's my caravan guy.
Most folks are just looking for a hand. All we gotta do is offer.
I kind of miss hanging out with Piper. All right, Ada, let's keep modifying you.
Get the show on
See.
the road.
I'm curious. Suck. Why? He uses bones. I have plenty of materials for this. Hold on, I want to see what this looks like. Oh my god.
Honestly, I feel more comfortable
Okay.
Feeling above my head.
All right.
I'm trained for any combat situation, no matter
But this is better, so.
what we get into. I'll be ready.
All right, Dex. I hear you in the background talking to me. As if I'm listening, because I am listening. So, we'll make her fatter,
Can't afford to let your guard down,
wider,
no matter how
and
quiet
fatter.
or
Okay.
unseen.
Oh, that's a Robo-Brain torso? Interesting.
I have so much data on the world before the atom bombs. I fear I may have to delete some of it to store my new observations.
It reduces your carrying weight, though. Ooh, I don't want that.
I'm looking forward to
And
the
your
next
damage
mission.
resist. Okay, yeah, screw that. Soltron, it is.
Oh, shoot. Maybe
Front
circle around
storage.
If you're worried I won't be able to
That's the
keep
stuff
up,
right there. Voltaic.
Humanity has
Not as much
failed
damage
so
resistance,
many
but more
times.
carrying capacity.
Do you need
So.
something, monsieur?
Voltaic. Oh, the mod. Ah, yes. Damage resistance, probably.
The societal norms dictate the response.
Outside combat. Well, I already have that as a perk, so I don't really need that one. Resistance field, though, that could be nice. That is nice. Stealth field could be nice. So could recon.
If it would not be too much trouble, can we continue?
Does it say nearby? No, it just tracks targets, so I'm really curious how that works. I'll test that out. Alright, left arm. Robot Brain has more carry capacity. Oh, Sentry left arm. Oh boy.
Is this sort of thing customary?
Improved melee, superior melee, improved melee, reduced carrying capacity. No left arm. Best option. Improved melee and carrying capacity.
Are you performing
Exceptional
some
carrying
sort of
capacity.
psychological experiment?
That also reduces damage resist. So less melee and less damage resist. Interesting.
I sometimes get lost in thought too.
What up? Arguments are ensuing. I was asked a question, I said yes, and they're like, so that's a no. I'm like, what part of yes means no? Oh,
I fear you
I
may
see
need a
confusion.
reboot.
The confusion is just the English language. When people ask the question, do you not want to do this? And then if you say, what's the correct answer there? Like, yes, I do want to do it? Like, does yes mean I do want to do it, or yes, I do not want to do it? Because if you say no, then that could be, no, I do want to do it, or no, that is correct. The correct answer is no. I don't. English language. English is annoying. English is very annoying.
I fear
Okay,
you may
left
need
armed.
a
Where was I? That's a lot of carrying capacity, but I'm gonna keep that damage distance and that damage. Still a lot of carrying capacity at base. This can increase damage even more, so more melee damage. Melee. So wait, what?
The society
You have
norms
Soltron. Oh,
dictate
jeez.
the response.
So you have 5127. Ah, so
I
it goes
sometimes
full
get lost
laser.
in thought too.
Okay. So left is melee, right is laser. Interesting. So yeah, that would be better than a Soltron. Even better. Even better. Yeah.
Is this sort of thing
Bleed though.
customary?
Bleeds is amazing on this game though, so. Shish kebab. Stealth blade. 80. Jeez.
Are you
Take up the
performing
rest of
some
my
sort
fiber
of
class.
psychological experiment?
Oh, Kiri's trying to talk to me again, isn't she? I can attach a minigun? What? I can attach an explosive minigun. That's incredible. That's just straight up incredible right there.
If it would
I
not
want to
be
see
too
it.
much trouble, can we continue?
I kind of want to see it, but at the same time, I like min-maxing. So I'm gonna min-max. Where's that stealth? There it is. No, that's not it. Right there, stealth. Wait, hammer saw. I didn't see that. Oh, jeez. That's even more damage. And they bleed. Oh, and they stagger. I love this game.
You are awfully
I love this
quiet.
game. Oh my god. Alright. Oh, I didn't look at the armor. Voltaic. Of course. Actually, wait. Hydraulic doesn't reduce carrying capacity. I should have gone with hydraulic. Still could. Just gonna use a decent amount of ceramic, though.
Are you alright?
Right arm. All right, so yeah, I thought that was already essentially right arm, as it should be, because it's your laser weapon, so you don't need extra melee on that. So this is an energy weapon, a laser. I'm assuming I have to
I
give you
fear you
minigun
may
ammo
need a
for that,
reboot.
but I think it might be worth it. What's that? 39 damage? Anything more? Missile launcher? I'm not counting that. Missiles are expensive. Flamer, eh. No, I'm gonna give her some melee. Not melee, some range.
If it would not be too much trouble, can we continue?
Oh, that's actually 76 damage. Sniper laser. I don't have the fiberglass for it. That's
How
that's
many
39
times
at
have
rapid
you
fire as well.
psychologically
Hmm.
scared?
Nail gun. I don't even have a nail gun yet. I'm gonna go with this unstable explosive minigun. Wait, may break when used. Never mind. Okay. 24.
I sometimes get lost in thought too.
If I only had the fiberglass. I don't have too many nails for a nail gun. It's melee damage. Melee, melee, melee. Cryojet. Smoke
Is this
claw.
sort of thing
Fired
customary?
poisonous smoke bomb. Reduced range. What? Oh, that's intriguing. Skull mace. Oh my gosh, so many items to choose from. So many weapons to choose from. I have lots of
You are
minigun ammo.
awfully quiet.
Tons of minigun ammo. And I'm curious if I actually had to give her ammo for that. I probably do. Just begs the question though, does she need ammo for the hand laser? Probably. In which case I'd rather go with the minigun. Cosworth doesn't need ammo for his laser, but
Are you
I mean,
alright?
I think this is just it's just like a laser gun attached to her arm though, so. Legs! Protectron. Why do you have Protectron legs? Ah, a lot more carrying capacity, that's why.
The societal norms dictate the response.
Um, Ada, where'd you go?
Getting dark out.
Ada?
Maybe we should
Hello,
head out
young
and
teacher.
head down
You
for
seem
lunch.
more than capable
Shut
of
up, people!
things.
You lead the way, and I'll follow, sir.
Okay, Kiri, what do you want? Okay, you're done trying to talk to me? Cool. Get back in there, Ada. I want to look at your legs. That sounds weird. There we go.
You need something, do you?
That looks so weird. My mouse just jumped. That was weird. Just teleported in the middle of my screen. There we go. Mega Ada. So, better movement speed and carrying capacity than the Protectron legs.
I fear you may need a reboot.
I don't know. That's and more health. It gives her more health too, by 100. Not that she needs more tankiness with all that damage resists, but
Is this sort of thing customary?
I don't know if I want her movement to be restricted in tight spaces though. I don't like that stipulation. That kind of makes it sound like they're gonna have issues for that on purpose. And I can increase stuff. I can increase carrying. I could give her a fanny pack. There we go. Protects her and gives more storage capacity. Wait. Oh, leg armor. Okay. Voltaic. Oh my god. And right leg.
If it would not be too much trouble, can we continue?
And time for paint. Going dark mode, guys. 163, 139 resist at 485 health. For comparison, 218, 165. Okay, so I do have better resist at 478 health.
I'd like to travel together some more.
Then let us get underway.
That's not.
Miss
I didn't
Curie.
know I was talking to you.
Never was there a more suitable replacement.
So gracious of you, Monsieur Codsworth. Until we meet again.
One day I just need to go and like trade off like with everyone while having everyone, just to like hear the dialogue options and the threats and compliments, all that stuff.
Pleasure to see you again, sir. Are you ready to depart?
Time to
Let's
hit
do
the
it.
road.
Excellent. I'll endeavor to do my best.
Oh, Kiri's not even with me. It's still Codsworth.
Nights like this, a warm spot with a cold beer would be heaven.
Wait, was Kiri gonna come with me along with Codsworth?
People in the Commonwealth are terrified of coursers. They should.
Alright, Ada. Got your MSAT on. Let's do this. Access Mechanist lair over here? Really? Really? Isn't this... The printer needs to be there, right? Yeah. Right next to... Ah, it's because it's Robco sales service. Okay, that makes sense. I thought I said yes, fast travel. I have not discovered that location. Oh! I have been to the police station. No, get rid of the marker. How do I remove marker? I mean, they seem like they're about the same. I want to see if the Prinduin's still on fire. It's just eternally on fire. I hope it is. It should be. Alright. Prinduin. Prinduin. Is that the Prinduin that was on fire? No, that's just a random airport. Should be to the south, the Prinduin. There's that giant guy. He's still alive, apparently. Guy who shot down a Prinduin. Maybe this is Prinduin. I'm not sure. You know what? Yeah, that looks too big to be a plane. I think this is the Prinduin. Ah, your movement speed's fine with Protectron legs. You look so weird when you move, but it's fine. You're quick enough. Let's check out my new. That's. Excuse me? No. No. Gotta be freaking kidding me. Did I accidentally dismantle my legendary plasma gun? Gotta be kidding me. I I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I only dismantled one item. I swear I only dismantled one item. I dismantled the wrong one? Nope, it's just not in my inventory. I think the game's cheating me. I know I only dismantled one item. I'm positive I only dismantled one item. That pisses me off. Okay, well, I think Bethesda glitched and dismantled both of them. So I guess I'm going back in time. Um, Before traveling, that was after modifying. Okay, I think here. Or at least I know what stuff I need to put. I want to put on Ada, so that will go quicker this time around. Hey, how to repeat my actions though? Right there. Yep,
It's half the
unmodified.
process. Apologies if sometimes I make little sense. I will work on
Wish a buckethead would show up. I'd rip his legs clean off.
There's plenty of robots around, man. Just put them back together and you're done, okay? Okay. Got the robot workbench over there. Just, if you need help, ask, who's the smartest person over there right now? Who's not a robot? My mind is blanking. I feel like half the people over there are robots, though. So Piper might be able to help.
Hi,
Piper
how are
could
you?
probably help.
This place is starting to look like a proper.
Right. Store junk. That's right there. Wait a minute. No, there's no way it's
Oh,
dismantled.
thanks to you.
Hold on. You're not
Good
allowed to
place
dismantle
upgrade your weapons.
legendary items, see? What the heck is going on? I didn't sell it. I talked to Vault Tech rep before I talked to Vault Tech rep before I messed with it. It's not in there. Go back to Sanctuary. Don't know. I may have dropped it again when I thought I was saving it. There it is. Found it. Right in front of me this whole time. Don't know how I managed to do that again. I thought I just said that and it was good to go. Alright, it's already loaded. Alright, cool. Alright, let's go back to the airport. That was fun. Okay, that's weird. Look at that weapon. Hmm.
Hey.
Let's
I
try a
think
bit.
these are for you.
Oh,
Hey.
thank
How
you.
may I be of service? Yes, sir.
Are you able to self-destruct?
No, I can't.
Good.
I'm fairly certain that my original creator had grander plans for me other than becoming a pile of debris.
Hey,
What can... Yes? How can I assist?
I like the sass there.
Nothing else I needed.
No problem.
Okay, I can't have an actual
Heads
conversation?
up.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I don't want to disable personality or cause her self-destruct. I'm curious what those options do, though, and especially the... She's not able to
Heads up.
self-destruct, so I'm curious what she'll say.
Look alive.
Apparently
Look
she doesn't
alive.
want to tell
Wait
me.
there.
I'll get it done.
Come on.
What? I
No
said
problem.
up.
How may I be of service, sir?
I'd like to activate your self-destruct system.
No, I can't. I'm fairly certain that...
Okay. Just the
I'll
same
take...
thing.
How can I help?
She's not a dog. What
I
happens
think
if I
it's
do
time
this?
to disable your personality subroutine.
Sorry, no can do.
Okay.
That switch was disabled when I was built. I'm afraid you're stuck with me this way.
I would like to give her a better
Hey.
personality.
Certainly.
I feel like her
Did you
personality is just so
require my
boring.
assistance?
I feel like there's no personality. That's the issue.
That was all.
No problem.
Exactly, like that. She just has no personality. I mean, she is a robot, to be fair, but look at Cosworth. Cosworth has a lot of personality. That's why I should name my D&D character, Codsworth. Robco Sales Service. I thought I'd been here before. Maybe I was at some other Robco place. Wow, this must be a big area for this long of a loading screen. And doors. Usually I only get loading screens this long when I'm going outside. Am I loading like the entire DLC right now? Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Also, since I started late, this is probably not going to be a long stream. But yeah, we'll see what happens. See how long I feel like going. I guess I'll just read a book while I wait. Ah, of course, start reading a book and it loads. That's me taunting it. It worked.
If I had...
Okay, multiple errors detected. Segmentation fault. Oh god, boot sector invalid / corrupt. I know that one. I, ugh, good god, I hate that. That was part of the issue when Windows 7 decided to give an update around like a week before Windows 7 was no longer going to be supported. Windows 7 had an update that locked my computer, and in the attempt to fix it, found out the boot sector was invalid / corrupt. So basically, forced us to Windows 10. So, oh no, I'm getting the order wrong actually. Everything got locked, and the only way to unlock it was to log in, but I couldn't log in because the part to log in was locked. The part of the operating system to log in was locked by the update. So, the only solution that we were able to find was to upgrade to Windows 10 to be able to get my data, um, get my hard drives, access my hard drives, or plug the hard drives to a different computer and load the backups. But I was trying to keep that computer. Now I have a new computer because of all the other issues that came from upgrading to Windows 10. Which I discussed when it happened, and I didn't stream for like 2 months while I was getting everything set up and fixed and stuff. Like February, March, no, January, February. I think it was early February, and because I remember it stopped working the night before my birthdays when I always have a horrible birthday every single year. Um, birthday day. Birthday parties are fine. Birthday day, always horrible for me. But yeah, trying to change around the hard drives in the Windows, my previous computer, boot sector ended up being a huge issue. Trying to get the boot sector loaded onto a different drive, and getting it to actually work on that drive, it's a pain. Memory fault. That's the issue with Windows 7. Windows 7, not Windows 7, Windows 10. Windows 10 did not recognize the original RAM that came with my previous Alienware computer, the original Alienware Aurora model. Yeah, it's not that the RAM is bad, which is what the blue screens that I was getting was referencing. It was saying, oh, your RAM is probably bad or old or whatever. I ran scans from 3 different reputable sources. All of them said that my RAM was completely fine and that there's no issues with it at all. Windows 10 just didn't know how to run that with that RAM for whatever reason, because it's Windows 10. On top of that, there's the issue with my old processor running a lot hotter than it used to, like both temperature wise and just it was running at a higher frequency than it used to. Even like browsing Chrome, it run at like 2 or 3 times the frequency it used to, for no reason at all. Made it to the point where live streaming on it was impossible because of all the lag. Because it also do the same thing to my GPU. So yeah, there's the quick summary of those issues. There's more detail if you go back and look at the live streams I had back then, if they're available. Did some of the division while I was testing the issues and trying to fix it on the previous computer. Those are not available because I didn't put the series on my YouTube.
Access to a vacuum modification.
Summary of the issues afterwards, though, when I got this new computer, might be on YouTube. Or like March-ish. Personalized home computer for the whole family to enjoy. Keep track of activities and tasks, and maintain privacy by adding passwords to logins. Mom! Error, system cannot locate files. Passwords currently not applied, by the way. Dad! Retrieving. Cannot locate files. Timmy! Cannot locate files. Janie! Cannot locate files. I want to read about these people. Oof. So what I'm hearing is our system is nothing but errors. Yay! The future of gaming has arrived. Impress your friends with the new Robco RX 900. This terminal looks exactly like our other terminals, but features an upgraded processor and cutting-edge graphics unlike any other terminal on the market. All it is lines and dots. Cutting-edge graphics. Please see a sales associate for a compatible game demo holotape. The Robco Model E601 terminal system has a new streamlined terminal for the business-minded individual. You'll be sure to climb the corporate ladder by staying organized and on the ball with our state-of-the-art calendar, contact manager, and messaging system. The examples below show some of our customization and detail of the E601 is capable of. Daily itinerary will pull directly from your messages and calendar. It practically generates itself. 9 o'clock budget meeting summary, 4th quarter review, attendees, CFO, VP accounting, VP and sales. 12 o'clock business lunch with operations management. 15 o'clock military time. Board meeting for global merger. Summary, benefits of global expansion. Attendees, CFO, COO, CTO. Why is CEO not involved? Is this for the CEO? Is this from CEO's perspective? Oh, Ling party. Oops. Nope. Contacts. Extremely professional, dislike small talk. Wait. Wife is Isla Adams, boy and girl, Thomas and Mandy. Recently engaged, 2 dogs, allergic to cats. Into sports, no pets, good connections at CIT. Alma mater. I'm the owner of CIT right now. The director. Yay. Halloween, let's schedule a meeting to discuss issues Halloween party. Okay. There's a bunch of filler episodes right there. I mean, this isn't DBC. What am I talking about?
That's a museum quality piece.
Are you talking about the money or the ammo, Ada? Because I'll probably just either sell the money for a few caps or turn it into cloth. Wait, I get 8 for each pre-war money now? What? I thought I only got 3 before. Oh, wait, okay, it's less. It shows a lesser value when I'm actually talking to somebody. But the value. Do. Ah, okay, announcements. To all staff, from Mark Critchfield, General Manager. As a reminder, all Robco Sales and Service Center employees are to adhere to the following standards of conduct. There will be no tampering with any shipments labeled RB2851. I believe all employees are aware of what our typical shipments look like. Any so-called accidental opening of these shipments will not be tolerated and result in immediate termination. It will not result in immediate termination. That's what that's saying right there because of the transitive property. That's what it is. The transitive property in both engineering and mathematics. In engineering, it applies to English as well. How we learn in an engineering class. Followed by extensive questioning by our friends downstairs. It will not result in immediate termination followed by extensive questioning. Okay. Employees are expected to wear official name tags. Name tags should be highly visible and attached to the top right corner of your uniform. Shirt. Please wear your proper name tag. No swapping. Customers, friends, and family are no longer allowed in the back service area. Claims her terminal just suddenly stopped working. She's getting the default error message, said it started crashing over time, and now it won't even try. So much for suddenly. From the look of her, I'm guessing there's about a whole cat's worth of hair in that terminal. It's probably overheating. Oh, jeez. Resolution. Haircut. Miss Sullivan claims that her E601 was connected to her office network but never sent out any of her intramail. She also said there was a complete failing in the notification system she set up for her when purchased. Not sure what the issue is. She says her IT department checked the computer and wasn't sure why it isn't working. Brought it back here, threatening to sue. I guess it really screwed up some important meetings for her. Looks like the Carmack sabotaged this. It looks like Carmack sabotaged this computer before he quit. Jeez. I don't know if it was personal or his last hurrah. I think I can see what he did here, but I don't want to make any promises. I recommend replacing this terminal with a new one. Yeah, that's the cybersecurity route to go. So it's guaranteed to be uncompromised. Yep. Crenshaw is back with his ancient terminal. It's at least 7 years old at this point, crashing when he tries to play Red Menace. Hey, excuse me, the computer I was just talking about, I still have it sitting over there. I'm going to use it because I'm going to use this as like my gaming computer when I get my own place. I'm going to keep that one like set up in my room, use it as a personal computer, do some coding on it, set up a server for stuff like Minecraft, Terraria, various things that I want to play that don't have dedicated servers on Steam. But I mean, that thing is like 10, 11, 12 years old now. And it still works amazing. Original processor still in it. The RAM was upgraded. Original hard drive still in there. Wait, no, new hard drives. The hard drives were replaced when my dad broke the computer, and I got it as a hand-me-down. Of course, graphics has been updated. Graphics only last between 3 and 5 years average. Usually about 3 years average for each graphics card. hair keeps getting in my eyes. That's important stuff right there. And yeah, it still works great. I can even put CDs in it, CD-ROMs in it. Ah, man, can't do that on this thing. I can't get my old editing software on this because it doesn't have a CD drive. Alright. Calvin's going to have to cave and buy a new terminal. This old NX12 is only good for writing up documents or playing text-based games at this point. You need more memory, which this terminal can't even support. Basically, all new insides or a brand new terminal. Take your pick. Oh, safe control. I don't care. My eyes do not want to adapt. I saw that though. Excuse me. Broken terminal. Okay. I don't think I'm stressing for oil right now. I do need more aluminum though. That is something I do need. And more carrying capacity. That's something I always need. Never enough. Military grade. What's that doing down here? Strange device. Alright, well, before I die, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and save.
Scan this.
That's a command. Hold up. Oh. Jeez. Stop the Mechanist. That's it?
Incoming
Hey.
rebel detected. Opening security doors.
Just gonna close that.
Move it.
Oh. Jeez. Dude has a lot of security. Take the eyeglasses off that dead dude.
No biosigns detected. Proceed.
No biosigns. Excuse me. I do exist. I'll have you know. Oh god, that's bright. It went from being super dark to being super bright. Okay. Usually I feel like this is not that bright. Ah! This is the part. I think this is part, like the only part I've ever seen. And it's like a meme, or like a GIF meme. Dog meat. Just wandered on ahead because dog meat. I love his AI because it's actually pretty cool. He actually tries to act like a dog. Dogs like to think they like to be the alpha. They like to walk in front when they're on a walk. Dog meat likes to walk in front. He ran into all those lasers and the place just blew up and killed the player. And dog meat's just like, this is fine. Don't mind me. Just gonna grab that. Oh. All personnel must pass through decontamination when entering or exiting the facility. All personnel must display a rank 22 at minimum security badge with updated photo ID. Failure will result in immediate security lockup until the person may be questioned and confirmed. Guests must present a signed letter of approval from General Rawlings, an employee point of contact. All guests must display a guest badge with limited access. Guests must be accompanied at all times. Guests found unattended will be held for questioning, and the point of contact will be responsible for their actions. Yep. Good security actions right there. An Epsilon 6 security alert has been declared. All systems have been locked down. Secure your station and await further instructions. Security protocol database has been corrupted. 4 out of 219 files recovered. Class 5 counter-espionage procedure. If the facility administrator has probable cause to suspect a breach of security by a foreign intelligence operative, including but not limited to Chinese agents or sympathizers, the administrator shall activate a Class 5 counter-espionage procedure. In the event of a Class 5 alert, the facility will enter a minimum security lockdown. All staff are to report to their stations and wait for their instructions from security personnel. Anyone failing to report in a timely manner or found absent thereafter shall be considered suspect and may be shot on sight. Oh geez, there's more. Security teams are to escort the members of each department to the research lab on level 3 for processing. Okay. The chief scientist shall prepare a mesmatron-equipped robobrain to aid in the interrogation process. Due to the experimental nature of this technology, some casualties are to be expected due to spontaneous cranial eruption. About 10 to 15%. Excuse me? I'd like to know this protocol before I sign up to work here, so I can say heck no to that. Let me move my camera a little bit to the left. I think that's good. Should any agents be discovered, the administrator is authorized to subdue them by any means necessary and turn them over to the research staff for experimentation. Hey man, reduce, reuse, recycle, I guess. Why kill them when you can experiment on them? So, after completing the interrogation process, the administrator may terminate this alert at his discretion. Gamma 9 security alert. In the event of a coordinated escape attempt and/or hostile action by the test subjects, any Class 1 or Class 2 supervisor is authorized to declare a Gamma 9 security alert. A Gamma 9, this feels like SCP. A Gamma 9 security alert will initiate a maximum security lockdown of the research wing. I said wing, and I thought I was supposed to say ring. And I was like, wait, did I just... No, nope, I read it correctly. My mind's all over the place. A minimal security lockdown elsewhere. Within the research wing, all security and defensive systems will activate, all local and remote terminal functions will be disabled, and all security doors in the cell block areas will be sealed. The facility administrator is advised to treat this alert as a field test opportunity and to deploy all available experimental robots to secure the research wing. Wow. Casualties among the test subjects are to be expected. A complete purge is authorized at the administrator's discretion. Security teams are to perform a methodical sweep of the research wing before issuing an all clear and terminating this alert. The administrator must submit an RM-13 incident report as well as requests for replacement test subjects to Military Robotics Oversight Committee. Let's look at Epsilon 6 class, since that's the one that we're in. Okay. Another spam call, really? In the event of confirmed nuclear detonations, the facility administrator, or in his absence, the highest level supervisor on duty, hereafter acting administrator, shall institute a temporary lockdown and order all staff to shelter in place. A loss of contact with the military chain of command is to be expected after a period of no less than 12. Wait, so okay, so they're contracted with the military, I guess? No less than 12 hours from the loss of contact event. The acting administrator shall attempt to reestablish contact, see emergency communication protocols. Any instructions transmitted pursuant to those communications are to be followed and supersede this protocol. In the event that communication could not be reestablished in 24 hours from LOC, the acting administrator shall initiate an orderly shutdown of the facility. Test subjects are to be secured in their cells. Facility staff remaining on site are to delete any sensitive files and records. The live streamer should take a nap or go to bed. Close down their stations, arm themselves, and collect their personal belongings. If communications have not been reestablished by 30 hours from LOC, the acting administrator shall activate lockdown mode Omega. This will provide a 10-minute window for staff to evacuate the facility. Yeah, after, 30 hours after nuclear warheads, that's what this is, right? Yeah, nuclear detonations. In case the place is blowing up, especially outside, if there's blowing up happening outside, we want the staff to evacuate to the radiation and just die slowly from radiation poisoning. Yay! Oof. That felt good. This evacuation should be presumed to be permanent. Once initiated, lockdown can only be terminated via remote authorization from the Military Robotics Oversight Committee. Now the current one, Epsilon 6 security alert. In the event of a fault in the code conditioning protocol, CCP, resulting in a mass uprising of robot janitorial staff, any Class 2 supervisor is authorized to declare an Epsilon 6 security alert. If such an alert is initiated, all security and defense systems will activate, remote terminal functions will be disabled, and the control center will enter an automated lockdown state. So there's a robot uprising, but we're going to rely on an automated lockdown state. Okay? Facility staff are advised to arm themselves and shelter in place. An external review will be conducted by the Military Robotics Oversight Committee. Within 10 business days, shelter for 10 business days while they're investigating. While we wait for them to decide to investigate. This alert may be terminated, 1, by remote authorization from MROC, or 2, by the facility administrator from the master control terminal in the control center. As a failsafe, if the control center has been compromised, a limited manual override can be initiated from the elevator access terminal in the security room 3. Okay, I need to pay attention to that. Okay, elevator access terminal security room 3. Okay. Voice print identification of 3 registered Class 2 supervisor level employees. It's required to activate the override. Okay. I wonder if Ada can do that. What the? Why is it? I said to that one, didn't I? Wait. You're 3. You're 4, right? You should be 4. You're 7. And you're 0. Wait, why did I put that one 0? What did I do? Yeah, you're 9. My bad. What am I looking for? I'm looking for Gauss rifle. You're 0. There we go. Okay. Everything is now correct in the world. It was not reloaded. Okay. Actually, it was reloaded earlier. I don't know why it's not anymore. Odd.
My systems are continuing to function at peak efficiency.
Karate. Karate. I kind of miss karate. I don't remember anything from, like any of the lessons I learned from it because I was in elementary school, but hey, I have black belt in karate, so won't believe me how much of a wimp I am, but yeah, I have one. Actually, it's my first degree belt's right there. I think got to second or third degree. I don't remember. My other belt's in my closet somewhere, in that mess of a closet. Driver? Movies.
There we go.
Decontamination arc control. Activate the decontamination arches. Why not? Turret control. Security door?
Error. Electrical fault in sensor array. Sensors offline.
Turrets don't seem to be helping me, so I'm gonna deactivate them so they don't hinder me. I can lockpick this. I mean, I feel like I can stealth this, and I'm tempted to, but at the same time, that's just gonna make it more annoying to explore. And it only took one hit anyways. Okay. It's just a junk
I
bot.
suggest we take as much as we can carry.
There's the elevator.
So, the Scourge of the Commonwealth has used my own technology against me. You
Yep.
may have gained access to my sanctum, but you'll need better skills than that to defeat me.
Careful, sir. Found them, sir.
Stop it.
Prepare to be annihilated.
Oh, dear. We're done? Okay, cool. Oh, I probably need...
Hey.
Hi there. I need to give you some stuff. Don't mind me. I thought I had a lot more machine gun ammo. That's because that's wrong ammo. I do have a lot more machine gun ammo. Let's start with that. Ooh, Gauss rifle ammo. Okay, so was there any reason to actually do this over here? Let's me go over here. I guess that's just a hiding spot from how I decided I wanted stealth. Though I would have to like bump into them. Sneak around them, I guess. That's kind of awkward. I can go this way!
Got it.
Stay out there, Ada. I'm busy in here. Gotta loot. That door's just in my way. Alright. Okay. Because I activated then deactivate them? They're not going to activate on their own? I don't know. It's been times I just left it deactivate. Oh, it's not functioning anyways. And then they activate later.
Here.
Something triggers them and activates them. Ugh. Come on, Ada. I know you can move faster than that. Are you gonna?
Scan this.
Are you just gonna stand there, or okay?
It's a pleasure to serve with you, sir.
Very rough scan. I didn't want the clipboard. I wanted the ammo box.
That's it.
Oh, and I thought that last thing was a gun. Nope, it was 6 Gauss rifle ammo. Nice. Got him. Got him. I just one-shotted a sentry bot. Alright, so that recon mod, not very good. I was hoping it helped me while staying back and sniping. It does not. So it still says caution. All I see is smoke though, so... Another enemy somewhere, I'm not sure where. Your aim sucks, Ada. Ow. Nope, switch weapon. Come on, game.
Did you hear that?
Alright, this doesn't need to be. Reloaded. Protection control terminal. Ah. Got transferred over to run production control today. The idiot from General Atomics got pulled after he let the department efficiency drop below 90%. Private sector buffoons have it so easy. Imagine being content with such a crappy rating and not even having to account for this shortfall. I'm going to start getting things back on track down here and show these civilians how the US military runs the show. It took a while, but I finally weeded out the last of those General Atomics ingrates from my department. Who the heck did they think they were anyways? I've never seen a bunch of good-for-nothing layabouts in my life. Lost paperwork, mislaid supplies, inferior assembly work, you name it. And these clowns were the cause. And there was Sarah Waldexet. She was supposed to be the GA's pride and joy down here. I think that was General Administrator. I caught her hooking up with the RoboBrain heads, hooking up the RoboBrain heads to one of our recompilers and trying to have a conversation with it, asking it was it sad and could it feel pain. Are you kidding me? I fired her on the spot. How a private company gets anything done without discipline, I'll never know. That's called science right there. Trying to see if it's capable of metacognition. That's pretty cool. That's actually pretty cool. I'm pleased to report that the department is back up to 100% efficiency. Now that the section is staffed entirely by soldiers, the work is getting done on budget, on time, and without mistakes. Yeah, but no innovations are being made, because they're doing it by the book. Ugh. That's how you run a damn assembly line. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it, General Atomics. GA. Okay, GA is Pride and Joy. So, that's the issue with military, especially. Government in general, but especially military, is they're unwilling and sometimes just not allowed to stray from the rules or the way that things are done. Like, even if it's inefficient and there's better ways, sometimes they're unwilling or not allowed. Of course, that changes from department, branches, etc., units, whatever. Like, actually, I know somebody who, like, they teach one way in the handbook of fixing something, I don't remember what, or doing a certain task, and I think it's actually an army buddy of mine, and it's like such a horribly inefficient way. Eventually, the soldiers figure out their own ways, but only veterans, basically, or people who've been there a while, know how to do it. The noobs, they go by a book. They're like, this is so slow. Figure out their own way. They figure out the way on their own, which the guys who have been there the longest, though, are still actually going by the way the book says. They're like, oh, we can't change from the book. We have to do it by the book, or it won't get done right. Well, actually, if we do it this way, it still gets done right. It gets done better actually, and faster. So, it can be a mess. Legendary quantum scrap bot. Okay. But yeah, there are like some people who have commanding officers that will not let you just innovate and find better ways to do tasks that get them done more efficiently while still being just as thorough. Have to do it by the book every single time, and it basically just slows things down. That's usually more old school people, though. Oh, robot repair kit. At least that's what I've heard. There's more old school people. I've heard that younger commanding officers are more likely to let people experiment if it's not something that's too drastic, to try to find quicker ways to do things. Which is good. Change is not always bad. Sometimes bad, sometimes good, depends on change. Which, when it's just for efficiency, usually it's good. Alright. Let's get this over with. I am adept. Okay, I am a blend. I am not a blend. I think I'm pretty clean. Okay, I guess I'm not clean. It's gotta be alien. Okay. Deactivate the turrets. Protectrons. Activate. Alright, friendly? Enemies. Okay, hi. Don't mind me. Oh, that's Ada right there. Okay, bye Ada. Ada already killed that one right there, apparently. Oh, it's nice being able to hack robots. Anything else up here? Was that aggressive beep? What are we looking at? Coming around, huh?
Switching to search mode. Never fear, sir. We'll emerge victorious.
Jeez.
Target down.
That was a big attack. I think I actually need to be scared of that legendary guy when I get that far. I should probably keep crouching. Keep sneaking. NSS, never stop sneaking. Ooh, hydraulic frame, huh? You know what? Don't mind if I do.
Enemy nearby.
Are you sure about that, Ada?
Lost, but not forgotten.
You got this, buddy. I'm just gonna eat some food while you do that. Don't mind me. You're doing great, by the way. You're doing excellent. Ooh, omelets. I love me some omelets. Ada, are you dead? Oh my god! Ow, 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 ow. I'm gonna eat some steak. Come on, come around the corner, I dare you. What? Oh my god. I hit it. It did no damage. Or I guess it missed somehow. I don't know how. Don't you mutate. Bad. Bad robot. Okay. Anyone else? Mueller? No? Friend or foe, Ada? Friend or foe? Announce yourself next time, please. Hitman's Golf's rifle. Legendary Golf's rifle. Heck yes. That makes me happy. That makes me happy right there. That's just 10% more damage. This is just... Okay, no. It just has a lot of damage on its own already. Am I slow? Ada?
Hey.
Yes.
I don't think you've used any of the ammo, did you? You have 391 right now. I need to keep that in mind. Right. Take my new Gauss rifle. I'm trusting you. Don't let me down. Hydraulic frame. Hydraulic frame. Iguana bits. And 50 cal ammo. More importantly, iguana bits. Can't hide that nuclear quantum from me. Nah, it's not worth the time for ammo. When did I pull out that gun? I jammed a few of these bullets earlier. That was not good. Not why I'm picking up the technical document. Oh, robot workbench just right here. Okay, Ada, if you insist. I thought I had hydraulic frames. Okay.
You certainly know your way.
Oh, I forgot to get rid of those if I am torn. Oops. Front hydraulic frame. Sentry. Okay.
Around a workbench.
Just a frame. You thought you could keep that nickel quantum, man? Sorry, but no. After dome implementation, the brain on the above subject started exhibiting physical changes. Subject's dura turned some kind of mottled brown color and started to break down after only 12 hours in the solution. Turns out the biogel was tainted with sulfuric acid runoff from the dome polishing. Compound and a reaction from polishing compound and reaction was occurring when they met. Unfortunately, the subject is a total loss. We'll have to write it off as bad luck and switch polishing compounds immediately. We're continuing to have issues maintaining cohesion between the neural interface and the spinal column nerve endings. The nerves reject the connections faster than we can rebind them. I know we were hoping to keep the spinal columns intact for the robot brains, but it's obviously not going to happen. I suggest we revert back to the original plane, the good old brain in a jar prototype. It will reduce the amount of life support subsystems significantly. Wait. As well as cut production time almost by a third. I'll submit my findings to the brass in Washington tomorrow. So if it reduces the subsystems and the production time, then why didn't we just stick with that? If it works and it reduces costs, then why didn't we just stick with that? We got the first batch of robot brains back from testing and they're a mess. Cracked domes, thrown treads, overloaded fusion piles, fried circuits, the list goes on and on. This particular issue is troubling though. According to field users, some of the robot brains are misinterpreting commands. The onboard brain seems to almost overthink these instructions and decide to rewrite them for efficiency purposes. Huh. That's interesting. Most of the time, this results in property damage or even a few civilian fatalities. I've gone over every square inch of the faulty units, and I can't find a single thing wrong with them. I'm going to have to send this issue over to research and see what they can shake out. At least our department is in the clear on this one. One of the RoboBrains rolled off the line with a faulty voice module. When it speaks, it's speaking in reverse. This troubled me, so I had them shut down the line for almost 8 hours while I checked the software issues, and then gave the audio output assembler a thorough diagnostic. I didn't find any issues, so I gave the all clear to resume assembly and marked it down as a glitch. So, I guess he's on software team. The issues are almost always on software team. I say this as somebody who is on a software team. It's usually, at least like on websites, and like applications and video games and stuff, most of the complexity is in software. It's like in the coding. So the most likely place where things go wrong is where there's the most complexity in the coding. That being said, Bethesda has horrible graphical errors that are caused by their graphics, not by coding. So haven't seen many issues with Bethesda's coding bugs. But yeah, graphic bugs all over the place. Some of which may be caused by coding, though. It happens. Like that T-pose that Nick Valentine was doing. That's probably graphic. No, not Nick Valentine. Hancock. Nick Valentine sitting down and not moving during that one episode. That was definitely software, though. I have no idea what would cause such a ridiculous issue, but if you ask me, I think one of the upstairs thought it would be funny. The one guy's upstairs. Is that not a magazine? No, it's a calendar. Dang it. It's gotta be a magazine somewhere in here. Actually, I think they have special types of magazines for the DLCs. Ada, Ada, you don't need to stay there. Come on, Ada. Ada?
Heads up.
Yes, sir.
Hold position.
I'd rather
Moving
accompany
out.
you, but it's your decision.
Come on. There you go. That was weird. Oh, have I been going an hour and a half already? Oh, wow. I like to think this is a long DLC. Well, I guess this is like what, third or fourth part in the DLC though. Yeah, yeah. But I guess that's it for this section of the quest, or for this quest. But there's earlier quests as well. Fine, I'll take the soap. Stop yelling at me, game. Drinking glass in your desk. That's not very professional. I miss the office a little bit. I'll miss going to the office and like having to wear business casual clothes, but I miss being around people sometimes. It's funny. I'm not a extrovert. Socializing exhausts me, but I do like talking. I'm a shy introvert, but I enjoy talking to people. I enjoy hanging out with people who I already know, whether it exhausts me or not. Been found.
Take them down.
It is right next to my face. Ada, really? What? Ada? Don't aim that at me.
I'll cover you, sir.
Huh.
They may be using stealth.
Yep, they're totally using stealth. Die. Just die. Ada, are you about to explode? Worrying me, Ada. Ow, ow, ow. Wrong weapon. Stop that. Man, why did I have so much knockback? I don't remember that. Hey, eat some quantum bits and another steak. Oh, I am high on rads. Hey, wait, no, I want your ammo. Hey, Ada.
We may have some trouble. Any idea where they went?
Dead. They went dead.
I'll get. It done.
I guess I do need to go down there and explore anyways. Give them stim packs. You know what? Actually, something I must do. Because I have a lot of rads right now. I don't want to have a lot of rads. I had to go through the loading screen to get back over there though. Never mind. Like there's an anti-rad area back there. But I can deal with a lot of rads if I need. I must. Don't trust that. That cranny right there. That Nick or cranny right there. I don't know which one's which. Oh, just need to play new Animal Crossing. Speaking of nooks and crannies, Tom Nook and his cranny. That sounds horrible. Pretend I never said that. When I said his cranny, I meant his shop, but ugh. This does not sound like that. I thought that was a dog for a moment. I don't know why. Nope, just a dead human skeleton.
Can you see them, sir?
I'm about to. You? Ada, are you just gonna stand there and... Okay. If that's what you want to do, I guess. Yeah, front actuate frame, yeah, sure, why not? Oh, that's new. Oh. Trust no puddles. Always. Hello, perfectly preserved pie. For
May as well take what we
free.
can. They won't be needing those items any longer.
Right, fine, I'll go around. Wait, okay, there's clearly stuff over there. Okay, here we go. So I don't understand these Coca-Cola machines. You actually, there's like a slot for money, but let's dispense it. So this, I guess, putting money in unlocks it. But then, I would assume like Quantum and Cherry cost more than normal. How do they know that you're taking the correct one? And why aren't they still locked? After all, like all these years later, a lot of other stuff's still locked, but they're not. All right, I want to go explore over here first. Explosives. Don't give those to Ada. Oh, berry mentats, yummy. I like berry flavors. And that Seagram strawberry blast, spiked strawberry blast I had the other day was delicious.
Scan this.
Do 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 do. So many freaking doors. High-powered magnet. That sounds like it might come in handy. Probably not, but sounds like it would.
Here.
Hey, more doors, just what I wanted. I don't trust that floor right there. It's like a trapdoor. Either fall in or something come up through. I think something did come up through one of those earlier. Oh, well, okay.
Yes.
I'm not hacking, I swear. I'm just that good.
The Commonwealth is right to fear people like you. People who have no respect for human life, who only wish death or pain for those around them. That is why I, the Mechanist, have made it my solemn vow to protect the innocent, to put an end to people like you.
Picking up something.
You were saying? You say you heard something? Oh my god. Uh, it's breakdancing. It's dead, but it's breakdancing. I think it's done. Okay. Got him. What are you hmming about? My excellent lockpicking skills? Left hand lightning gun? That's new. Oh, my back itches. Ada, you're so loud. Another robot workbench. Oh boy, water. Well, I don't trust this at all, with how much electronics are here. I should save. I'm not drinking that water. It's not like the radiation water that I drank and then died immediately, but it will give me rads, probably. Never trust the water.
Being non-organic, these rads won't affect me. You? That's a different story.
Okay, so looks like there is. Hey, Ada, Ada, stop pushing me into the rads. I will shoot you if I have to. So yeah, looks like there is actually nuclear material over here. So, ooh, geez. Let's take some rad X and some rad away, cause I want to see if there's anything over here. Looks like no. Looks like that was a waste of time and resources. But I have plenty of rad X and rad away, so I don't care. It's weird how Twitch still isn't counting you. It's still just counting either me or Streamlabs. I'm never sure if it's counting me or Streamlabs as that one viewer. I feel like it wouldn't make sense for it to count me when I'm only viewing through my creator dashboard, which, you know, all streamers use, so that wouldn't make sense. Streamlabs a bot, like a well-known bot, it doesn't make sense for that to be counted either, but one of us is being counted. It's either me or Streamlabs. Yeah, it is weird. What a waste. I've been down here for almost 4 months now, and I'm already getting bored. I thought it would be exciting to sign up and work for the robotics program, but when I finally got my departmental assignment, I almost quit. Substation A? Are you kidding me? 4 years of electrical engineering school, and they have me babysit a bunch of generators. Well, that's what, I mean, valid job for 4 years of electrical engineering school. I can strip a Mr. Handy or Protectron down to its base parts in under 2 hours, and they stick me here. What a goddamn waste of time. I don't know what accent I'm doing, by the way. Did I say cutting plane? After talking too sharply during my smoke break, I thought of a way to turn my isolation into an advantage. I've got a buddy in the civilization service in the civilian service. Binga banga bonga, welcome to the jungle. Oh, wait, no, wrong lyrics. I haven't heard that song in so long. I actually have it on Amazon. I should listen to it. And that's civilian service who works for a vending company, and he reckons that I can make a few bucks if I stick one of his cigarette machines down here. It would save everyone a trip all the way to the surface if they're out smokes, and give me an excuse to say hi to any of the ladies that happen to wander in to purchase some. I'll tell you, Sharpley's a goddamn genius. I might even have to comp him a few free packs for his help. I took all the trouble to sneak that machine into my substation just to have Banks over at Substation B start complaining about all the smoke. At first I thought he was just jealous that all the ladies had been hanging around my new cigarette machine during their smoke breaks. Then he showed all his cards when he told me he's going to lodge a formal complaint with Delano if I don't make him happy. He doesn't care about the smoke, sneaky little thief. Just wants a cut of the cigarette sales. Might have to pay him off to keep the brass off my back. What's the brass? The military? The military police? I don't know. Finally got official approval to keep the cigarette machine in my substation. I'm pretty sure the free cartons that found their way onto the general's desk may have had something to do with it. Now Banks can't do a damn thing about it, and he isn't getting a single penny. Looks like this electrical engineer just came out on top for once. On the other hand, you could just give the guy a few bucks. There's some free smoking right there. And then I guess word might get around, everybody would try to do that. Okay. No. Double tap that. Yeah, I don't want to stay on the water if I don't have to. Am I still in the water? Hard to tell. No, it looks like it's... Oh, I don't know. It's really hard to tell. And it doesn't move when I punch it, so, how low that the stuff floating in the water is, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna go no. Looks like it's like right at that step or just under it. Power armor station. Something else somewhere nearby. There's definitely something in here somewhere. Place is too open for there to not be enemies. Like you, for example. Oh yeah, you are definitely alive. Move it, Ada. You're in the way. Probably gonna give me another iBot to talk to me first. I said that all the stuff here are scrap bots, but and the others, like outside of here, outside of where the Mechanist is, they're just normal robots. Oh yeah, that part. Yeah, this is Bethesda. You should know this game. It's Fallout. It's a well-known game series, well-known game series. It's Fallout 4. The newest one other than 76. Nobody talks about 76.
Did you hear that? Here, over here.
Stop dodging!
Well done, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for the compliments. Wait, they explode, don't they? I'm not trusting it. Yeah, and then there's that. Like I was saying earlier, lots of graphical glitches, not many coding glitches in this game. I don't trust you either. Okay, you're the one I shot. You, I don't trust then. Why are you alive? Stop it!
Take care of that.
You feel like you're alive? Yep.
Powering down weapons, sir.
Go touch it. I did. Yeah, road brain left arm? No, you don't. That's just a normal left arm. Road brain left arm is like that thick right there. Because she has a rubber brain right arm. Yeah, moving like this helps you see in video games, by the way. Helps you see around corners. If I want to see around that power right there, yep, okay. Looks good. More radiation over here? Probably. I think my radiation, yep, my radiation meds wore off. Okay, radiation poisoning right now. Oh, yeah, there's
If you keep
radiation up
standing
here.
in this radiation, you're going to get sick.
Looks like I might need to go that way or up there. Probably up. Or just over there, maybe. Let's see what's up here. Yeah, so let's go down, but what is up here? Was I already up here? I feel like I was not. I may have been. I was not. That stim that med kit is med pack or whatever is unlooted. I was not up here.
Nice.
Also don't recognize what? I don't recognize that terminal that I'm about to use. Alright, unit tasks. Decommissioned, scrap retrieval, blah 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 blah. Okay, repair orders. Experiencing voice distortion, no optic rings from center eye stock, left leg lost in assembly, accident. Just replace it, don't decommission it. It's easy to replace. Facility requests, 500-foot copper wire, steel sheets, big steel sheets, high temperature air filters, Robco model E601 terminals, autoclave bags, sharp pins, isopropyl alcohol. Isopropyl. A lot of heat right here.
May be getting closer, but I will not falter. My robots will see to it that no further harm will come to the Commonwealth. I believe that good will always overcome evil. Justice will prevail today.
Cool. Time break dance? Cool. Oh, oh, you're not done. Alright. Oh, uh-huh. Oh my god. Good? Alright. Oh, this thing's moving. Maybe? No? I have to be on it and then press the button. Here we go. I'm about to be ambushed. I can feel it. This DLC has had way too many cliches so far to not ambush me here. Well, that water glitch is still happening right there. I'll trust you right there. No ambush. Alright. Wow. Especially after iBot activated and talked to me. Usually I get attacked after that. Or, yeah, like moving after moving a little bit forward after that, or just like
Open this.
the right after that, it just start coming out towards me. You're barely scanning it. Did I just save? I don't remember. Oh well, I'm probably fine. Just in case. Just in case. Okay, yeah, it's been a bit. Okay, why is there... Okay. Hey, we're at the
Over
research wing. Cool. Okay. Password. I don't want the password. Fine, I'll take the password just in case I'm not allowed to hack it. Sometimes you're not allowed to hack and you have to find the password. I hate when that happens. Because I like doing the hacking game. Unblock a watch station. They're offloading another set of subjects to us today. I don't know what these men and women did to deserve being sent here, but since they were transferred from civilian penitentiaries, I can only assume they're the worst society has to offer. I don't think these people have any idea what's about to happen to them. One thing's for sure, these prisoners would have been better off serving their time elsewhere. I'm starting to hear rumors about the block that I don't like. Esteban told me that he overheard two of the eggheads saying that the prisoners are having the brains cut out of their heads or something like that. I know that the brass is running experiments on these inmates and that they were pretty intense, but I didn't know they were literally cutting them open. I'm not sure how I feel about that. After all, I joined the military because I wanted to serve my country and protect my fellow Americans. I guess I'll keep it to myself for now. So yeah, I guess they put human brains in robo brains. That makes sense. But and the question is, are they actually robots? Like that one I was asking the robot brain if the robot brain if it could feel, if it felt sad. Like, I mean, it still has the brain, and probably the consciousness of the person is inside of. Um, Maybe I don't know. Who knows what how consciousness works? That's still a mystery that we've yet to figure out. But it had the brain the same person, so it at least has the same memories, same personality of the person. At least it should, logically speaking. The rumors floating around the block are getting worse. One of our informants said that the prisoners are talking about rioting. If the things that they're saying are true, that the inmates are getting dissected and the parts used for robots, I almost can't say that I blame them. Esteban said we should go right to Game Mode 9 status, but I don't want to push the panic button unless I absolutely have to. I've decided to take this all the way to the top and meet with General Rawlings. Criminals or not, these experiments are wrong and they need to be stopped before it's too late. I don't think he has authority for. I think only the general has the authority for level 9. Roderick got reassigned out to the facility. I was at the facility today. I think they have him scrubbing toilets at some backwater listening post in Anchorage now. Anchorage? Like, hold on, isn't Anchorage in Alaska? Anchorage. Oh, yep, Alaska. They that is terrible. They put me in charge of the cell block, and I initiated Game of 9 status. After 2 days, the threat of rioting has ended, and everything is back to normal. The brass gave me the go-ahead to start sending people to the medical section, and everything is proceeding as planned. If we have any hope of beating the enemy at their own game, we need to get those robots online. Who cares what happens to a few lousy inmates? I told Broderick he needed to fall in line, but he wouldn't listen. Of all people, I would have expected him to understand the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. Okay, then explain the previous 3 notes that you have on that computer. Why are you still putting notes on that computer if you're assigned to a different section now? That's odd. Move it. Yeah, there's no way I'm trusting that right there. Oh. Uh-huh.
Yes.
Advanced lock for a screwdriver. There's got to be something else in here. Bethesda, Bethesda, Bethesda. What the heck? This is a type of level design I expect from The Witcher, from Project CD? Project Red CD? CK? Whatever their name is. If you're gonna give me... Okay, that wasn't difficult. So if you're gonna give me advanced lock, at least hide something. Okay, that's fine. Ammo and caps, but I could have gotten that from without opening the door. I mean, I have plenty of spare parts, but I mean, I already suited you up a ton. You're almost as strong as I am.
Sweet.
I'll find master locks often enough in these games. Let's get an experience from unlocking all of these.
Got it.
Not hacking. Wow, okay. Not anymore. He's a pile of goo now. No, I'm trying to reload game. Like I said, not hacking. What? Wow. It's like that first time I ever opened a master lock in Bethesda game. Skyrim, as in the Thieves Guild area, is one of those practice chests that they had. And I put it in the like exact correct spot, like first try. The trick to it is, and I'll show this in a moment, there's a sweet spot that's usually the correct spot. It's right here. So they've changed it since then to make it a little bit more randomized, but it's still usually around this area the majority of the time.
Got it.
If we're gonna keep doing this, I'm gonna stop wasting that ammo. I haven't used melee at all today.
Yes.
Ah, you're kind of tough, man.
Not much of a threat after all.
Excuse me, lady?
That's it.
I've also subconsciously developed a sense of like it's breaking there, it's advanced, so it's either like about that much this way. Yep, exactly that much
Got
that
it.
way. Either that much that way or the same amount the opposite way. I should learn lockpick in real life. Could be a helpful skill. You know, somebody ever like locks you somewhere, you
Nice.
just so happen to have a bobby pin. I don't know why I would ever have a bobby pin, but you know. But you know, you never know. You know. You know? Yeah, you know. You know that you never know that you know. That you never know. You know. I'm just speaking gibberish now. Don't mind me.
Yes. Sweet.
This was the epic music. It's just a ghoul. I moved that way too much. Way more than I thought I did.
Got it.
Move my mouse mat back a little bit. So why hasn't he just like locked down the doors yet so that I can't keep opening them? Yeah, Ada, don't get in my way when I'm meleeing. And I won't get in your way while you're meleeing, okay? But if I call dibs on a melee, don't get in my way. I'm thinking maybe that opens all the doors and closes all the doors. Huh, interesting. Game says I should be going that way. What's up here? More loot, potentially more enemies. Maybe more loot, maybe not. Oh, come on. I expect a hole to not be above a cell. Give me that stuff, boy. How's my inventory looking? I am almost full on inventory. 8 up before I am
Let's
full.
take a look at what you've got.
Come on. Medical observation terminal. Let's see. Subject 822. History. Convicted of serial killings in the DC area. Not to be visited alone. Security personnel required for all interviews. It's probably referenced something is somewhere in here. Shows higher brain function but weak constitution. We've been giving him a high protein diet and started sessions of electrotherapy to treat his muscles. Dad, how do I get muscles? Hold on, I need something to zap my muscles with. Dang, I don't have anything. Let me just splice the cables in my mouse. Nah, no, not doing that. Not worth it. It shouldn't be long until his brain survival rate for the procedure is no longer at risk. Because his muscles determine how likely his brain is to survive, sure. I thought it said history of diarrhea. It happens. Brain health is likely to decline or skew data recommended for termination. Convicted for murder of a waitress. Prone to sudden outbursts of violence, recommended subject be restrained at all times or sedated. So either she was a Karen or she, a Karen means, or she, is also another waitress at the restaurant, um, who just got pissed off at a coworker. Highly emotional. Currently on a cocktail of antidepressants and anti-anxiety. Fun. To show you her brain, though. Dr. Astleford is starting psychiatric sessions to further see if she's a good candidate. I mean, if you're giving her all those drugs, you're basically destroying her brain very slowly. So yeah, I wouldn't say she's a good candidate. History: convicted of second-degree murder while under the influence of alcohol. It's no wonder the robots had uprising if they. I don't care if I'm rude. No wonder they had uprising if you're putting a bunch of murderers in these robots. No wonder they had murderer brains in these robots. No wonder they had an uprising. What is wrong with these people? Why are they? If you're putting a brain inside of a robot, that robot is going to have the memories and the personality of the brain that you put in it. Ah, these scientists are stupid. God. Subject displays high intelligence and knowledge of tactics. Slight signs of PTSD. Dr. Astleford evaluate for treatment. To evaluate for treatment. Ex-military, convicted of second-degree manslaughter, assault resulting in hospitalization and later death of the victim. Evaluation, subject is highly intelligent and proved to be mentally sound. Approved for candidacy. Okay. Alright, Ada, come on. Don't got all day. Or night. 2 hours, 13 minutes. Why is that? There you go, that's weird. Huh.
Make sure you don't leave anything useful behind.
Okay, I'll take the pack of cigarettes if you insist. It sounds like you want to smoke. Oh yeah, I'm not trusting this. Which way am I going? That way. Hey, this will get rid of my radiation. Nice. What is Ada? You're my eyes and ears. I don't know what that sound effect was representative of, but it sounded like I was supposed to see something. I don't see anything. Ada, your gigantic legs their loud noises make it really hard for me to look around and listen for enemies. I mean, I'm gonna on what you just said, I'm going to pull up a highlight from one of my videos that I think you'll love based on what you just said. How do I get to my channel? Or wait, ignore the echo that's about to happen. I should have been muted. All right. Where's my? How's this thing work? Okay, videos, highlights. Oh boy, where is it? Fallout, Fallout highlight. Ah, here it is. There we go. Apparently I need to refresh my stream manager. My career dashboard, I mean. Or my whatever Twitch calls that page. Yeah, that highlight. Mm, that's a fun one right there. Brain extraction terminal. Okay. Oh, number 2. Once again, thanks to equipment failures, we're getting pretty backed up in this department. The brain extractors were never made to operate at this capacity. I think they've been running around the clock for the last few weeks, and we usually end up with a pop blade from slicing through a particularly tough skull, or the hydraulics in the pulling arm seize up when the spinal cord isn't fully severed, and the brain is pulled too early. I hope that Cyril Letty doesn't yell at us again. This really isn't our fault. I told you like that highlight. Oh man, my throat's hurting. I think I'm almost at the Mechanist. Once I'm done with this area, I'm gonna end the stream. I'm like halfway through my water bottle anyways, and I forgot to bring a backup water bottle. Oh man. It's already after 9 anyways. We all had a pretty good laugh around the extraction department today. Ansel tried mixing some fresh biogel with a little bit of grenadine and vodka and dared us all to drink it down. Ew. It turned out to be pretty good. Oh! That's gotta be bad. That's gotta be bad for you some way. Uh, kind of the thick and kind of thick and sweet with just the right amount of kick. We came up with a little game to try and name the drink. A whole bunch of stupid ones came up, of course, but we finally settled on Extractor Sunrise. Too bad we can't share the with the other departments, but the Baojo costs like $1,000 a pint, and I don't think Ciroletti would appreciate us drinking down some of her budget. What the frick? Oh, hey. You know what? I don't know when that stopped working on my creator dashboard, but that might, I think the stream actually is counting me as my own viewer. Um, when I refresh that, now I'm at 2 viewers. So maybe it was counting you and it wasn't counting me actually. But it's Twitch has been known to sometimes not count my viewers who are actively chatting. So, yay, if somebody exists. I don't, I usually exist. Usually my viewers don't. Heck, back when I was doing YouTube, many years ago, instead of Twitch, I always refer to my viewers as my viewers that don't exist, or my viewers that I wish I had. Uh, Fun times, fun times. Back when I used to always like censor out cuss words, and I didn't want people like saying my name if they were recording with me, like my real name. Now I don't give a crap. And now I mean, the most I curse is just when I'm reading or something on the screen. If it's my own thoughts, I've trained myself to not curse at an early age. Kept myself trained that way. That's just drinking brain gel. Ugh. Today was Halsty's birthday, so we made him a brain-shaped cake. Well, sort of. We actually just took one of the extracted brains and covered it with frosting. Of course, we didn't tell Halsty that. The look on his face when he bit down on the slice we gave him was pretty hilarious. What's wrong with these people? What's wrong with these people? Oh my god. I'm not even going, because that's gross. I'm going, because that's just so bad. You shouldn't be doing that for so many reasons. Like, one, cannibalism. Two, who? I mean, like, I guess people eat cow's brains, so I guess. But that's probably raw. That's probably raw brain, too. So that's probably bad. Um, oh, God. Oh, jeez. Aren't you supposed to be using that for the experiments? That brain for the experiments? No, no, this wasn't during the wasteland, though. This was not during the wasteland. Also, I don't think mental degree does happen, but no, this was hundreds of years ago. This was before. This was like during, or yeah, this was during the war that caused, the war that ended with explosions destroying the entire Earth, or at least America, because they never mentioned what happened in the other countries. And I've mentioned it in multiple streams before. I really want to see a Fallout game in Europe. I want to see one in Asia, specifically Japan. I think that'd be cool going between the islands, like on a boat, and going from island to island to do quests. I think that'd be really cool with one theme in Japan. But Europe, I mean, the more historical type of buildings and stone buildings, I think that'd be a cool setting. Nope, it was not a Volt experiment. It is a military experiment. The RoboBrains. Basically, there's just supposed to be smarter robots. It's like an early version of AI. Well, like a newer version of AI. AI that actually has a real brain instead of just code that's pretending to be a brain. Yeah. And the RoboBrains are pretty tough. Like if I made Ada, I can make a RoboBrain, and they have a lot of durability and a lot of health. They are really tanky. Yeah, yeah. These people are just stupid. These scientists are just stupid. It was a waste of a decent subject brain, but the prank was totally worth it. We really have some good times down here. I sincerely hope that they don't reassign anyone away from the department. We're working well together, and our efficiency rating can't get much higher. While Mac over in sanitation made an offhand comment that his job, having to grab what was left of our test subjects and dispose of them in the furnace felt wrong. Not a day later, I was sharing lunch with some of the personnel from the assembly division, and they asked me if pulling the brains from our test subjects' heads even bothered me. I told them that it didn't. I'm not sure why some of the people on this project are having problems with what we're doing. Maybe they should look for somewhere else to work. See, I don't have an issue with that. That's experimentation, that's science right there. Them playing with their experiments, I have an issue with. That's the other thing. It's unethical. It's just straight up unethical. I mean, granted, their experiments are probably unethical, but hey, I I'm a huge fan of science, and like especially if it's for the betterment of like society, not for weapons. I don't give a crap about weapons. If it's for the betterment of society or for the advancement of knowledge, then when it comes to ethics, when it comes to science, I don't really care about ethics in those situations. I never have since a kid. Oh, especially as a kid, actually. I'm closer caring about it now, caring about people's feelings. When I was a kid, I didn't give a crap. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's one thing to do sick things. Like doing sick things because you're either being forced to, or it's for society. You're doing it for the greater good. That's one thing. Doing it because you enjoy doing it, that's completely different. Now, just because it doesn't bother you doesn't mean that you enjoy it. I mean, they could have the same viewpoint as me. Like, I'm using their brain to advance science. I don't see what's wrong with that. If I were them, that would be my viewpoint. I'd be like, oh, I don't see why that would gross me out. It's just a brain. It's not, as long as I'm not eating it, it wouldn't gross me out. That I don't know why that, even like eating cow's brain, the idea of people doing that grosses me out for some reason. Ah, boy. Hello? Can you understand me? What? Who is that? Where are you? I can't see. Oh my God. What have you people done to me? Calm down, calm down. I, I can't feel my body. I can't feel anything. What's going on? Please, this is horrible. A22. If you don't calm down, I'll have to turn you off. Am I trying to do a Russian accent? I don't know. I'm just doing random accent. I'm not even worrying about where the accent's from. I'm just doing an accent. Okay, we're back down one viewer. Thanks, Twitch. Thanks. Unless you actually did leave God Fox. Nope, Twitch says you're there in the viewer list, so I don't know. Twitch! I don't think, God Fox, I don't think you were there when I mentioned this before, but there's like this thing for Twitch where they take like suggestions for things to add or change or fix on their site. There are like about between 10 and 20 or maybe even more on there that are like the highest rated stuff that says fix the viewer counts. There's ones that have been there for years. There's ones that have been there for weeks. There's ones that have been there for months, days, etc. People want the viewer counts fixed, and Twitch just doesn't do it. Oh, now it's back up to 2. They heard me. But yeah, Twitch just doesn't do it. Which, larger streamers, they don't care because they're of like 5, 10 viewer difference in 100 doesn't matter to them. That doesn't, like, they're already gonna get more views just from having a lot of views. For those of us who are small, we only get views by having like 2 or 3 people watching already, at least. Even then, it's rare for us to get new viewers. Um, it's really hard for new streams and small streams to build a community. And when Twitch doesn't count our viewers, that just makes it even harder. So, turn me off? You mean kill me? For the love of God, tell me what the heck you've done. Terminating A22. Subject to unstable. What do you mean too unstable? That is reasonable right there. Your designated unit A57. Understood? Yes. A57 ready to accept commands. Excellent. A57 initiate command diagnostics Zeta. Understood. This is taking too long. Please respond. Error. No command was provided and awaiting unit designation. Damn it. I think this one's short-term shot to a shot to hell. Dump it in the furnace and let's try another. I mean, that seemed fine to me. You didn't ask for a response. It said understood and it initiated command and okay, maybe not. Maybe it didn't initiate command. Okay. All right. Do you have any memories before your service at the facility? Okay, what's funny is I thought that name was Italian, but I feel like I'm doing a Russian accent. Like Ciro Letti. Like Ciro, I guess that part kind of seems Russian to me, maybe, but the Letti at the end, that part really feels Italian to me. I'm not an expert with names, mind you. I'm not an expert with determining where people are from based on their names, but it's just my intuition. I could be completely wrong. I probably am completely wrong. But yeah. Negative, ma'am. Oh wait, Ciro Letty's a girl. Okay. I'm gonna keep using a man's voice. Because that's what I've been doing. Oh, jeez. If only names were like in Spanish, where if it ends in an O, it's a male. If it ends in an A, it's female. Or same with like nouns. Like of objects, if it ends with an O, it's considered masculine. Noun, if it ends in A, is considered feminine noun, and E is usually feminine, but sometimes can be masculine. I think. I don't know. Been a while since I've learned Spanish. Yeah. Names it'd be so much easier to tell people's names in these transcripts then. Right. Are you certain? Do a deep scan of your memory banks. It has been reported that you're acting irregularly. Scanning now. Please stand by. Error. Unknown fragment detected. Error. What? What? This can't be real. My arms. My legs. They're gone. What's wrong with me? Switching off. Aha. There it is. That was quadrant A987865756 in the temporal lobe. Can we get a tech in here to clear out the long term and tell them to stop being so sloppy about it? Okay. Is that the last one? Oh no, this is the last one. Recording now. Repeat that again, A1. Wait, repeat that again. A124. I don't know why I'm reading the names now. I said that if you don't put me back in my body, I'm going to kill you, then everyone else in this place. Interesting. You do realize that you're simply a brain attached to a vocal interface, that you don't have the capability to perform those actions. I don't care. I'll find a way, and when I do, you'll be the first one to die. Wonderful! Simply wonderful! The lack of your original body doesn't seem to disturb you? No, it doesn't matter. Whatever it takes, I'll end all of you. Switching off. Excellent! As soon as we flush the long and short term, this one will be ready. Recommend sending it along to Rawlings' tactical team as soon as it's fitted in a chest. He wants to murder us all. Excellent. Sounds good to me. I should try and give that person a Zero Lady a like really distinguished accent, set them apart from the other voices in the transcripts, so I didn't just have to keep reading the names in the transcript over and over. Make it obvious who's talking. Why I went with a Russian accent, I have no idea. Probably a very butchered Russian accent as well. No, my Russian viewer's not here to criticize my Russian accent, so I can get away with it for now. Actually, I'm curious. Yeah, I figured she'd probably offline, probably asleep. It's like, geez, 5 a.m. there, 4 a.m. Always gotta miss my streams because somebody, me, always streams so late at night. Somebody has to have a full-time office job with reasonable hours, which I actually do like the earliest I can. I end work at 3:30, do my exercises, eat, and then start my stream as soon as I can. Today was really late because I was busy doing other things. Alright, that's the way I came in. For example, talking with the God Fox about politics. Looking at home mortgage information because I might actually be buying a house much sooner than I expected. Because I actually found one that I really like. That's a very good price. How modern it looks. It recently renovated. That's a good neighborhood. I like it. Now, of course, I said rubber brains are tanky. I have a Gauss rifle, that does I have a Gauss rifle that does 384 damage on a hit. And I got sneak attack, which does double damage. On top of that, though, I have this perk right here, Rifleman, that makes it do double damage again. So that's really 4 times damage. So that's really like 1,200 damage on a single hit. Plus, there's a headshot hit, so that's even more damage right there. So, oh, it also ignores 30% of their armor because of this perk. So yeah, I don't care if they're tanky. I'm gonna kill them. Alright, what do I want to go after next? I think I'm gonna go after Sneak. I do want Sneak. I want to I want to be able to sneak around better. Ow, 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 ow. Stop.
Careful, sir. I don't think we're alone.
I think they were shooting you. And I just so happened to
We
be
may have some
in
trouble.
the area. Guessing I'm supposed to go that way since they had guards set up over there. So I'm gonna go this way. Oh, I thought I could push that button or turn it down, whatever. Thought I just saw something move. That power armor station. Oh, it looks like the game's telling me to go that way though. Maybe that's just a shortcut so I don't have to deal with the fighting? I don't know what's going on. Thing, Ada, get out of the way. Ugh. Oh no. Dang it, Ada, stop it! Oh, now this guy's on me. Alright, Ada, just stand there. That's not what I meant by stop it, but you know what? It works.
Parts, you be sure and let me know.
Yeah, there's plenty of spare parts, lady. Have at 'em if you want. I don't care. Alright, here's the morgue. Or the incinerator. The morgue to lead into the incinerator. Let's see the sneak bar moving, so I think I'm safe now. Medical terminal password. Oh, rubber brain treads. Nice. I wonder. I don't think that would. I think that would increase movement, maybe carrying capacity as well, and not have the issue that the sentries has. Sentry legs have of getting stuck in tight places, being too big, basically. They don't look too big, anyways. I'm not gonna touch that. I learned my lesson when I tried that before. I say before I did, of course. That, oh man, those raiders that had all those flamethrowers, those people were annoying. Because the flamethrowers blind you when they're going against you. You go against an enemy of them, they don't give a crap. They just keep shooting and hitting at the same rate they normally do. Oh, that's the medical terminal password? Oh, I wanted to unlock it with the master. Because it says RoboBrain Assembly Terminal. Ugh. What's the batch status? Okay. In progress. Okay. Extraction progress. Contamination detected. Okay. Oh wait, I need to open the door. From here? It can only be opened from here. There's no lock on it. I can't blow it open. Force it open in any way. Mm-hmm. Did I just save? Oh, yeah, I think I did. Okay. Kronk cannot pull lever. Still says I'm perfectly hidden. Oh, nope, there's something nearby.
Scan this.
Think I'm almost at him. I think I'm almost there. I don't know if that's seen as DLC or not. So that's pretty small DLC. Oh, this area itself was pretty long. Been going through it here for like 2 hours so far, but still. Mm-hmm. Guess we don't really stand here.
You may have infiltrated my sanctum and destroyed my robots, but your reign of terror ends here.
Yeah, we should talk.
There seems to be some sort of misunderstanding here. Maybe we should talk about this.
The Commonwealth has suffered more than its fair share of injustices because of you. Now you'll face the full might of the Mechanist. My righteous robots will end your tyranny once and for all.
Will they?
To turn my robots against
Take them down.
they perish and serve the likes of you. Sparks, some backup. Bring in the turret.
That guy was actually pretty tough.
That was amusingly simple.
They're so expendable. You know, initiate self-destruct. Code 001.
Uh-oh.
Of course, I don't mean you, Sparks.
Huh. Huh. Oh god, there's one more! I thought they all exploded at the same time.
Impressive. But I think you failed to grasp the full reality of your situation.
Do I? Are you sure we can't talk about this, man?
Look around you. This entire facility is at my command. For every robot you destroy, 10 more will come.
One moment, man. Let me just check my ammo real quick. Alright. Bring it on. I'm good to go. Oh, actually, I want to, I do want to eat, I want to drink some blood first real quick, if you don't mind.
There is nothing you can do to stop me. Nothing.
Warning. Power generation capacity exceeded. Now drawing reserve power.
Sparks! I'll deal with you myself. Come, my robots. Destroy him.
Oh, jeez. Ow. Well, that was just unfair. Spawned right in front of me and just one-shotted me. Excuse me, game. One-shot me with, mind you, 168 and... Wait, that went down. Why did that go down? That was higher earlier, and 190... That was into 200s earlier, was it not? I feel like it was. Am I losing my mind? Yeah, it should be higher than that. Yeah, out of nowhere, one-shot me. And I know what that thing is too. It one-shot me couple weeks ago when I was playing. 2 weeks ago, I think. Yeah, I was out of town last weekend. Yeah. So yeah,
Fox
God.
assured I was well built for travel. His modifications will be adequate for quite some time. Do you think the Mechanist has managed to create all these robots alone? It's quite an undertaking.
I doubt it.
Halt, miscreants! You may have infiltrated my sanctum and destroyed my robots, but your reign of terror ends here!
Wait, my reign of terror?
The Commonwealth has suffered more than its fair share of injustices because of you.
Cause of
Now
me, man.
you'll face the full might of the
Not like I've
machinations
been going around trying to
of
save
these
this
robots
place.
will end your tyranny once and for all.
Alright, come get me. If you even know where I am.
Sparks, some backup.
Nope, thought we were gonna keep moving. Apparently not. That was not English, whatever I just said. Thought you would be able to keep moving. Let's stop reloading! Shoot! Gonna stay down there, Ada, and just do nothing? Ada? Ada, where the heck are you? That was close, right there.
Mine and the turret.
Not the turret. Okay, stop it. Go away. Stupid iBots. Stop! Stop! How do I keep missing? Yeah, destroy your own iBots.
So expendable. You know, initiate self-destruct. Code 001.
Oh, hello, Ada. Nice of you to join me. Can you go downstairs?
Sparks.
Yo,
How may I be of service?
Okay.
I'll take care of it.
over there.
Impressive. But I think you failed to grasp the full reality of your situation.
Impressive. Just stood there and did nothing.
Hold.
Look around you. This entire facility is at my command. For every robot you destroy, 10 more will come. Struggle all you want. There is nothing you can do to stop me. Nothing.
Warning. Power generation capacity exceeded. Now drawing reserve power.
Sparks! I'll deal with you myself. Carbine robots, destroy him!
You. Uh-oh, I missed.
Tesla coil.
Got him. Alright.
Reserve power at 82%.
You know what? You could just stop.
Set that thing off.
Ada, are you going to attack or just stand there? Alright, at least you're distracting them, I guess.
We'll bring the electromagnets and... there. Sparks, bring them in!
Reserve power at 58%.
Should I, like, be shooting him, or...? Okay, you're fine. You fine, girl? You fine?
Back around.
Am I supposed to be doing something, or...? Oh. I think I found a spot. Camping is a viable strategy.
Prepare to drop on my mark.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, am I just supposed to stand around? Hi there. Die, 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 die. Got him.
Reserve power at 34%. Warning. Critical power failure is imminent.
Damn it, Sparks. Throw everything at him! Everything! Bring the coils back around!
I thought I made Ada pretty tanky, but she's been dying a lot. Excuse me? Ow. She's getting zapped slowly closer to me.
Hey, head
Go
over
back
there.
over there. Are you actually going to attack something? Or okay, there we go. Yep, smack that guy. There you go. That's better. You're missed.
Power transfer! Now!
It's like Series EV and Dungeon Defenders.
Lost but not forgotten. Never fear, sir. We'll emerge victorious. Warning. Warning. Power
Uh-oh.
failure in 10, 9,
Come on, come on!
8, 7, 6,
Go there.
I'll take care of it. 5, 4, 3, 2,
That's a very slow countdown. It's like every few seconds is 1 second.
There.
Smack him. Yeah, like that.
Move out.
No, stay there.
Sparks! Get the power back on! Emergency power then!
I'm trying to go down there and try to talk to him again, but he might summon one of those annoying things that's just gonna one-shot me.
Surge. I will not rest until I see
Oh,
the
talk to me from here.
I'm not a villain. I just want you to hear me out. Face to face.
As we're both wearing masks.
I will hear you out, but only for the sake of the
I'm gonna save.
come. Sparks, with me.
Is he coming out here? I'll come down and talk. I might loot this place off screen. Cause oh my god, that's a lot of bodies to try to loot. I'll stand on your little symbol.
Let us discuss this amicably.
Who are you? Don't you think it's time you ditched that mask?
Yeah, like me.
You're right.
I'm
Oh,
Isabel.
I thought it was a dude with cool hair.
The Mechanist was just an
Good
easy
voice
way for
distorter.
me to help the Commonwealth. But all my technical knowledge and all of these resources, and I still failed.
Oh, we can work on that.
How does the Commonwealth have any hope against people like you?
I mean, I did single-handedly, barely with the help of a robot, basically as a tank, a distractor. Um, that's most of the help she did. Single-handedly destroy like everything you have. So yeah, you have a point there.
Oh, were we still talking?
You think I'm the enemy here? I may have busted up your robots, but they're just machines. And they're killing real people out there.
They have taken innocent lives. My friends, they were simple traders, all dead at the hands of your robots.
Only people that threaten the safety of the Commonwealth. They'd never harm an innocent person. The robots are programmed to protect. Their subroutines are clean. Observe, evaluate, and react accordingly. The testing was thorough. I ran every scenario. All passed.
They're misinterpreting orders. Your own robo-brain said as much. They're saving people by killing them.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe you. They can't alter their programming. They're programmed to save people, not kill them.
Stop looking at the damn numbers and start taking a good hard look at the Commonwealth.
If you saw them in action, you'd instantly see how wrong you are.
I need to think. You have to believe, with the number of precautions I took, anyone would have concluded it was
That's
safe.
understandable. That's really understandable.
Open your eyes. Those robots are killing innocent people.
Innocent people? No. I don't believe you. They can't alter their programming. They're programmed to save people, not kill them.
Oh, God.
Open your eyes. You're stuck here in this facility, staring at numbers, and you don't even bother to see what's going on out there.
You know there is a chance we are right. You are just afraid to take it.
It can't be true. I would never
Good one, Ada.
program a robot to harm another living person, or creature for that matter.
Just because
And
you didn't program them to do it doesn't mean
they
they're
were
not going to do it.
always reporting hostiles killed and lives saved. No, it's the logic. It's there. I can see it now. I was hoping it was the robo-brains, an issue with their memory wipes. But you're right. Their primary directive was flawed.
Now you know the truth. Your robots are dangerous. They had to be stopped.
The hero unknowingly became the villain. I wanted
Were you
to
ever the
help
hero?
the Commonwealth. And robots are all I know. I found this place and figured
Hey,
I
look,
could
I'm a
finally do
programmer.
my
I can help
part.
you out.
I accept full responsibility. I can't take back what I've done, or even atone for it. But this doesn't have to end in violence.
No, it doesn't.
Tell me, why the mask? What's with the Mechanist?
I'm not good with people.
Most programmers are not.
The Mechanist gave me a way
I know
to
this from
put
experience.
myself out there without really
As a
being
programmer.
out there at all. But you're kind of keeping me in suspense here. I can turn this around. I just need a chance.
I'm not here to kill you, only to get you and your robots to stand down.
Done. Consider it done. And you won't
I mean,
regret this.
just work on
I
on their
promise.
programming a little bit
None
more.
of the Commonwealth will. Here, take this. It's the password to the mainframe. You can use it to shut down the security protocols. I'd rather
Should
this
just
be
use the
in
programming
your
from
hands
the
now.
RoboCops. Can we talk?
Excuse me.
Use the password to shut down
Okay, I
the
guess not.
security. After that, the base is yours.
The base is mine, so I could stay here. And I could come back here probably. Use it as operations. You follow me? It looks like something I can walk out on, but nope. Glass in the way. So many brains here, just all over the place. Intact, all over the place, not like splattered all over the place. I need to specify. Speak to Isabel, speak to Ada.
Such a senseless waste of perfectly good technology.
Oh my god. Okay.
Hey, just one more thing, if you have a minute.
Get lost. Speak. Speak to me. You have my permission.
What's up?
Just a quick thing. I just wanted to say I'm really happy, thankful that you've let me stick around here. And in order to show you that I'm done with the past, I want you to have this as a sort of promise, I guess.
Ugh.
It's the Mechanist suit I made.
72, not bad, but wait a minute. Oh, okay, okay. I'm like, is there more? There is more. So 70 to 72 for the chest piece. I think that's actually pretty good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. There's one more thing. A much bigger thing. There are still robots out there. Lots
I'm
of them.
aware.
My communications are down, and I can't call them back. But I can tell you where they are.
Why don't you go do it?
Sure.
Great.
I could trade it for?
Hold on. Yeah, tracking at least 2 bots. Oof, could be more. You should plan.
Enough.
In case I haven't said it enough, I really am sorry about this.
I just want to trade.
Sounds good to me.
What do you have? Mr. Handy Buzzblade. Is that stronger than the Saw Blade I have? Probably not. My Ripper. Okay, yeah, I also have Buzzblade, so yeah, same thing. Okay. Yeah, shipments. Dude. Oh, fiber optics shipment. Oh, geez, that's expensive, and I don't have many caps. I need to sell stuff at Sanctuary. Gonna take those though. Don't mind me.
Carrying all that weight is simply
In case I
slowing you
haven't
down.
said it enough.
It's fine. We all make mistakes.
Right, but I'm just not used to it. It's
I
just-
understand.
I really did think I could make a difference.
Hey,
Yes.
Okay,
Hope you
first
found
of all,
what you're looking for.
bring out the sun. Most people probably don't know that reference. Alright, so I got the armor, which is 72, 72. My current one is, and that could probably be improved too, so that's pretty good. The helmet, 13, 13. My current helmet is 17, 18. I've had to improve that. See, intelligence and charisma. Intelligence and charisma. Charisma gives me better prices on stuff. Actually, that might only be the perk. Intelligence gives me more experience though. Agility gives me more sneak. Perception gives me better accuracy with my guns. But for now, that stuff's too heavy, so I'm gonna give it to her. Deal with it later. Just gonna get this to her.
Your return is a relief. I trust the outcome was what you wanted.
I got her to see the truth. She's standing down.
So the Mechanist really was misguided. Did she reveal her motives and reasoning?
You were here. You were part of the conversation.
She truly wanted to help people. She didn't know what the robo-brains were doing. To her, a life saved was a life saved.
A biological wild card. The unknowns are vast. She had to know the risk she was taking by
Yeah,
creating
the
them. Many
robo
good
brains
people
are
endured suffering and death because of the Mechanist.
murder
It's a
brains, so
shame a mind as brilliant as hers allowed such atrocities to be committed.
She's good at heart. She made a mistake. A big one. And she'll live with that guilt.
I believe I have a certain understanding when it comes to guilt. While it's not the justice I had hoped for,
you wanted me to kill her?
still, I now know that the death of my friends has brought about a safer Commonwealth. Had the Mechanist's robots remained unchecked, I'm certain that damage
Fair.
would have been extensive, halting, if not reversing, any progress that has been made here. With this knowledge, I am finally registering feelings of satisfaction and accomplishment. And I have you to thank for it.
Restoring order. Achievement got. Alright, with that, I've been going for over 3 hours. I don't expect to be going for less than 2. I'm going to end it here. Hopefully I'll find some time off stream to loot all these dead bodies. No guarantee on that. I might be doing that at the beginning of next stream. But hopefully I'll find time. Things are kind of busy for me right now. That being said, hopefully I will find time to stream this weekend. Some Witcher, probably. I do still plan on streaming on Monday. If I can get Astraeus to play some more Halo, we'll be continuing that campaign, the Halo 1 Legendary. We've decided we're not going to do Halo 1 on Lasso. It's the only one we're not going to do on Lasso. We're going to do the rest on Lasso for Halo, but yeah, we're going to continue that at some point. If we're not continuing that on the upcoming Monday, then I'll probably stream more Witcher, maybe more Fallout. Probably more Witcher, since I think I have longer going there still than I do in here. And then more Witcher Wednesday next Wednesday, and more Fallout Friday next Friday. Until next stream, I hope everyone has a nice night, and enjoy the rest of your weekend, and thanks for watching.